Grab your physical or digital Bible and let's study. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23. Above all else, guard your heart. Everything that you do flows from it. What we choose to consume inward, it affects our external actions. And the more I study medicine, the more and more I believe in God. My favorite module covered so far this year has to have been learning about the heart. It's actually one of my favorite organs. Now, I'm no medical teacher and I'm most definitely not a therapist. And if anything, I'm going to be honest, I took this scripture quite literal when I first heard it. And I built the walls so high. In fact, nobody could get in and I couldn't get out. I'm actually learning it's more about being intentional, about my mind, my body, and my life. How we feel affects what we think, which influences what we do. There are many functions to the circulatory system: to transport oxygen, to remove waste, and it plays a role in our infection defense. Oxygen is required for our cells to function, to produce the energy that they need. And so this relates emotionally to our ability to act and to make decisions. Carbon dioxide, which when in excess is actually detrimental to the environment for the cells. And so this relates to us being able to release stress. The white blood cells, they play a role in destroying harmful bacteria. And so emotionally, this relates to us being able to enforce healthy boundaries, to filter out anything toxic, manipulative, or disrespectful to our growth. He was even intentional in the control of the flow of blood, from the aorta to the smaller arteries, to the arterioles, and down to the capillaries. The capillaries are tiny vessels, and this is the site of gas exchange, because as it is that we exchange interactions with one another, we need to also be mindful who it is that we allow to trust, to love freely, and to also being vulnerable in front of. Not everybody deserves the same level of access, and not everybody deserves the same level of vulnerability, because you see, this can be misused. This is why we need to operate with discernment, which is the ability to judge something clearly, accurately, and with deep understanding. Bonus scripture there, because you see, not everything that's good is godly. This is a red blood cell. In the middle is hemoglobin, which has the capacity to bind 4 oxygen molecules. This is carbon monoxide. It appears like oxygen, it binds like oxygen, but it isn't oxygen. This represents the counterfeit individuals that may try to come into your life. They look the part, but they're not aligned for where it is that you're destined to go. We cannot move forward while being focused on the past. And even the blood demonstrates this. There are valves in the veins to ensure the blood flows in one direction and to prevent backflow. It's just as important that we don't allow negative experiences to poison or affect our current relationships or future perspectives. We don't want to be so good of seeing everybody else's intentions that we don't first check our own heart and our own motives. And so I'll ask you, what would your ECG show?